Oh, well, hello there, my beautiful, lovely gamers. My name is Jonal. Today, what role is best for you to go, well, quote unquote pro? What role is it that is best, easiest for you to get on a team, to get on a higher ranking team and play in a higher ranking tournament, which potentially is, which is where you kind of started to go pro. This is also the same role that is one of the best roles to be able to, master play really well in ladder, especially if you can duo queue with someone, but even if you can solo queue, because it's one like the roles that is so few players know how to play it well. Now, I want to say that you have to pick a role that you enjoy, especially when it comes to, playing on the team. I understand, flexing onto roles in ladder. I very much understand that because it's like if you want to win, you sometimes do whatever you can for victory. Of course, flex over to something that you're really good at, so you don't flex over to something you're shit at. But when it comes to team play, potentially, it's 4 to 6 hours a day pracking that one hero, that one role. So if you really don't enjoy the role, then maybe you should think about, okay, maybe this is just not for me. Maybe I should just stick on whatever hero picks and roles that I really, really enjoy, and then apply for teams for that. It might be way harder for me to get on. I might not get on the team that I want, but at least I will be enjoying myself when I'm playing. Now, the role that is like one of the easiest one is main tank. I talked to a bunch of my old team members. I talked to a bunch of other high-ranking teams, and majority of those agreed. When we have been doing tryouts, because I do tryouts for a lot of the teams that hire me in, a lot of them hire me in very early on to help them build the team, to help them, look over tryouts. So I make sure that they pick good players, since I can actually analyze them and stuff like that. The one that is, the fewest applicants for, and especially towards the higher elos, is main tanks. And that's always the one that, you have a lot of really bad players at. You get a lot of good DPS. So if you apply as DPS, you have to, you have to fight and contest with everyone else that is also applying for DPS. And then you need something really, really special to, divide yourself from the crowd, right? And it becomes much more of a harder competition to get on whatever team you want. The same goes even for support players. There's a lot of people that knows how to play support. There's a lot of people that know how to play off tank and can play off tank. But there's very few people that can, really play main tank, because it's not just, learn the mechanic of a Razor, Reinhardt and Winston. It's about mastering, being able to call while you play this hero, have insane and very high game sense, so you understand when to push, when to re-engage, shield management. Your movement is, the way that you move, in and out of the map and around corners and stuff like that, is far more important than, what a DPS would do, because a lot of time in dive, for example, you will take so much poke damage as a Winston player, so you will have to move certain ways so that you don't take too much poke damage. Same with a Reinhardt, you have to move so that you can drop your shield and regain so you don't lose the shield war. There's so much small things that is incredibly important, and does that you will win fights towards the higher elos, but that, not a lot of people know about. So applying as a main tank, playing as a main tank, if you enjoy that kind of play style, is incredibly important. And the same goes for ladder. If you ever watch me live when I'm on Twitch, and yes, I will still be streaming today at 8 p.m. Norwegian time, so you can just, I hope I see you there at least. It's always fun. A lot of time you see me die flex over to main tank, because I can flex every single role in the game. I can play every single role in this game. And then you also see that a lot of time the one that I have to flex to is rarely support. It is rarely off tank. Sometimes it is, but it's rarely off tank. But it's a lot of time main tank. I have to flex either I'm either a DPS or I'm a main tank, because there's so many people that are completely useless on main tank, either because they don't play it, or because they can play Ryan, they can play him, they know how to fire strikes, and they can hit earth shatters and stuff like that, but they don't know how to play main tank. They don't know the positioning and all that, integral work that is really what makes main tank so hard, but also so rewarding. And you can do a lot as a main tank. So if you break this into your ladder games, you can do so much as a main tank, especially if you do a queue with someone who can play off tank, or someone who can play DPS, or something in that role, because then you can coordinate with that individual to, work around. And of course, you can always, in your ladder games, if you play main tank, you can always also learn to off tank while you're at it, and then you can always go to off tank if for some reason you don't need a main tank, which don't always, in all games, you don't always need a main tank. But that is, you know, if you enjoy main tanking, I highly recommend that you really want to get on a team, you really want to try to make it into a pretty good team. I highly recommend you, you know, pick main tank if that's one of the roles that you really enjoy, because you will have an easier way to get onto a team. You will, and you will have less people contesting you for the role, and you know, you can do a lot of impact compared to what a lot of people think. Main tanks are an incredibly strong role, even though it's looked down upon by some players, because of what happened to Reinhardt before, where Reinhardt is super easy to bully around. But remember that main tank is also Orisa and Winston, and those two are just beasts. Anyway, guys, I hope I see you on the stream today. I hope you have a lovely gaming experience. My name, as always, guys, has been Jonal, and you take care of yourself. Stay positive. Keep the enemy in your crosshair.